Hi guys, it's Graham again and welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing an unhaul. I've bought lots and lots of books recently and because we've been in lockdown and I've had nothing better to do. So yeah, I've gone through all my bookshelves, and if I don't remember buying the book, if I've had it for longer than a year, or if I have no intention of reading it at all, I've decided to get rid. Usually what I would do is I would take the books to a charity shop and just dump them off, and then they can sell them on, whatever it is they do. But I saw a television advert for Music Magpie and I downloaded the app, scanned these books, and I'm getting just under £15, and there are 30 books. So that's pretty much what a charity shop sells a book for, 50p per book. So yeah, I'll possibly be able to get 2 more books for that. So that's good. Every little helps. I have a different background today, as you'll probably notice. I'm filming on a day that I don't usually film my videos on. So hubby is working in the study, home library, den, lounge type thing. So I'm filming in the conservatory. You'll probably hear the fridge buzzing away beside me. But yeah, I can't be helped. So anyway, without much further ado, let's get into the books. I'm not going to go too far into what the books are about because I'll probably want to keep them then. But yeah, this is just what I'm getting rid of. Okay, so the first book is a lovely edition of The Marvelous Land of Oz by L. Frank Baum. I have other editions of this in hardcover that aren't quite so nice, but this makes room for another book. So yeah, that's the first one that's going to go. But it is lovely. It has French flaps and it's really pretty. But yeah, unfortunately, off it goes. So the next one is Heartless by Marissa Mayer. Also, disclaimer, if any of these books are your favourite books, it's not me being shady. I just need to make room for other books in my home library. And like I say, if I don't remember buying these, or if I have no intention of reading them, if they've been on my shelves for ages and I haven't gotten to them, that's why they're going. So Heartless by Marissa Mayer. I suppose I am a bit sad about letting this go, as it is sort of like a retelling of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. But yeah, I have no desire to read it. I just don't intend to, and it makes room for more books on my shelves. So the next one is a book called Love Hurts. I have absolutely no desire to read this. I have no memory of how I came to have this book in my collection, so off it goes. And this is by Jeff Randall. It's one of these really rather depressing stories of a destroyed childhood. And at the moment, in the current situation we're in, it's not what I want to read, so off it goes. The next one is a collection of Scottish Witches by Lily Seafield. I have this in hardcover, so that's why I'm getting rid of this. But that's a really nice cover, actually. Yeah, I like that. But yeah, so that off it goes. The next one is an old Penguin edition of The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger. I have not read this book, but I have a facsimile of the first edition. So I don't know why I've got the paperback. But yeah, off it goes. Making more room for more books. The next one is D.H. Lawrence, The White Peacock. I have absolutely no desire whatsoever to read D.H. Lawrence. Yeah, I just don't, I'm afraid. So sorry, it has to go. So off it goes. The next 2 are books by George Orwell. Now I like George Orwell, but I don't have any desire to read these. So it's Books, These Cigarettes, and Why I Write. So yeah, I don't even remember purchasing these. I don't remember. So off they go. It also gives someone else a chance to buy these books and read them and enjoy them, because Music Magpie, they sell their books online through their app and on eBay and places like that. I think they do Amazon as well. I might be wrong there, but yeah, they sell online. So the next one is a child's garden of verses by Robert Louis Stevenson. I have other editions of this which are much prettier, and I have no recollection of buying this particular edition. I'm like a magpie when it comes to books. If I see something, regardless of whether I've got another edition of it, I snap it up because at the time I think it's pretty. But yeah, off this goes to give someone else a bit of pleasure. Let's get a bit of a perilous pile there. There's lots more to come. I won't show that one because that's a bit risky. Anyway, so I've got Winter Girls by Laurie, Halse, Anderson. I have no recollection of how this came to belong to me. So for that reason, off it goes to give someone else a chance who might be interested. The next one is a rather bent copy of Hellboy, The Ice Wolves by Mark Chadbourne. Not my cup of tea at all. I don't know where this came from. So off it goes. The next two are I'm trying. How do I say this? The next two are books that I was sent for review. I read the first one, then I was sent the first one for review. I read it, and then on the strength of that, bought the second one. And then when the second one arrived, I thought, I have no interest. I'm sorry. So yeah, it's the Crowns of Crosswald, The Girl with the Whispering Shadows. So this is the one that I purchased, and the Crowns of Crosswald, just the very first book in the series. And these are by D.E. Knight. I enjoyed this, but when this came, I thought, you know what? I'm not really. I don't care either way. So off they go. We're getting there now. Almost halfway. Am I? Maybe. Don't know. So the next one is The Weight of Water by Sarah Crossan. Now this is a sort of a little kind of poem that talks about. I think it's refugees. I read this a few years ago. It's refugees coming to this country, making a life for themselves. The little girl in the family gets bullied, and goodness knows what else. The only reason I'm getting rid of this is because I feel I've not seen this anywhere, and I feel that someone should get the joy of reading this because it was very good. So I am sad to see this one go because I did enjoy it, but I haven't seen this mentioned anywhere. So if someone can see it online and they buy it, and they'll thoroughly enjoy it because it is very good. So off it goes. The next one is Ashenden by W. Somerset Maugham. I have never read any Maugham. I have no desire to. I don't know why this is in my collection. It is a gorgeous edition though. It is really pretty. But someone else should get the enjoyment. So off it goes. This pile is getting really high now. It's going to fall. You're going to hear a clatter of books along with the sound of the fridge buzzing away. So the next one is The Crofter and the Laird by John McPhee. No memory of how this came to be in my possession. So for that reason, off it goes. And the next one is Swing, Hammer, Swing by Jeff Torrington. Again, absolutely no idea how this came to be in my collection. It's a rather cute front cover, but it doesn't really interest me. So off it goes. I'm going to start making another pile, actually, in the opposite direction. so that it's like a Jenga. Yeah, okay. So the next one is Cooking Weeds by Vivian Weiss. So it's vegetarian recipes where you can go out and pick dandelions and cook them. I'm a vegetarian, but I have no desire to eat dandelion. So if someone else wants to do that, they can when they see it on Music Magpie. The next one is a book that I have absolutely zero memory of buying, and not really very much desire to read. It's the Member of the Wedding by Carson McCullers. I don't know. I don't know. It's a lovely Penguin Modern Classics edition, so hopefully, and it's in an unread condition, so hopefully whoever sees it online can get the enjoyment from it. And I'm glad of that. The next one is a book called The Deadwood by Chris Longmuir. I think this is about the third time that I've had this book, and every single time I've gotten rid of it again. It's a Dundee crime series, obviously set in my hometown of Dundee. But every time I pick it up, I think I don't really fancy that. I'm probably going to find this in a charity shop 6 months down the line and buy it again. And then 6 months after that, I'll probably get rid of it again. That's just how I am. But for the time being, someone else should get the enjoyment because it's not for me. And it makes room for more books. Then we're down to the last 6. Yeah, 6. So this one, I do remember buying this one, but I just don't have any desire to read it. This is the Women at Hitler's Table by Rosella Postorino. I don't want to read about Hitler and a murderous regime at the time being. And the tagline is, "They risked everything to survive." I don't want to hear about risk, and yeah, so off it goes. It's in perfect condition, so the person who buys it next time, they're in for a treat. The Chenga pile is growing. It's not going to fall though, is it? It wobbles. So the next one is a crime novel, I think. Magpie by Sophie Draper. Usually this kind of book is right up my street, but yeah, I need room for more books, and I've got other things that I want to read along the same kind of lines as this. And again, it's unread. It's in perfect condition, so the next person that gets it, they're in for a treat. This next one is The Complete Borrowers by Mary Norton. I have this collection in hardcover somewhere in the attic, so the paperback, it can go on to someone else who hopefully will enjoy it. But also this as well, the print in this is just tiny, and that really upsets me in books. So yeah, off it goes. The next one is Big Sky by Kate Atkinson. I've never read anything by this author. I have heard good things. I don't know when I bought this. Clearly it was the tail end of last year, the beginning of this year. I don't really remember buying it. And I think it's about maybe 5 or 6 novels into a series, a crime series, I think. So yeah, I don't really fancy it, to be honest. So off it goes. Again, another one that's in unread condition, so the next person in for a treat. The next one is, I do remember buying this one, and this for me was a complete cover buy. And I'm going to try and rectify that in future. I'm not going to buy something just because it looks nice, because that's kind of shallow, and yeah, I've just said that, and it'll be completely disregarded the next time I am either online looking for books, or when I eventually pluck up the courage to go back into a bookshop to buy books. The minute I see something pretty and shiny, like the Magpie that I am, I'll probably just buy everything because it's pretty. So this is The Book of Strange New Things by Michel Faber. Now I have read Faber in the past. I read a collection of poetry, and I can't remember the name of it, but it was about his wife who had recently died, and he wrote down this beautiful poetry about his grief and about his loss, and it was gorgeous. If I remember, I will pop the name on the screen somewhere. I won't need to remember. I'll go check my bookshelves because I've still got it. But yeah, that's off to a new owner, and this is in unread condition. But it is gorgeous, isn't it? It is beautiful. It's just those colours, the blue and the silver together. It's just... I hope someone else enjoys it. Okay, so we are down to the second last book, but like I say, I'm not going to show you. I'm not, because it's too risky. Yeah, so I'm not going to. So this is Notes on a Nervous Planet by Hague. I have this in hardcover, so why I've got it in paperback, I don't know. And also this has one of my pet peeves. It has a sticker that's sort of lasered on, so you can't peel it off. It's a bookish pet peeve. I'm actually going to do a video of bookish pet peeves soon. I've been toying with the idea for ages. So yeah, watch out for that. So yeah, Notes on a Nervous Planet by Hague. It's off to another owner because I've got a hardcover edition. So, there's the Chenga building. The Chenga building? The Chenga Tower. Book Chenga. Yes. Has anyone ever played that? Shall we play it? I hope this video has made sense. I hope I've not bored you. Like I say, I'm sending these books off. A man from Hermes is coming today to pick them up. So I need to pack them up into a box, which I've got here. That's the other book, which I'm not showing you because it's a bit risque. If you pause at the right moment, you might see the cover of it. I'm not embarrassed to have the book. I just don't want to show it on the internet. So yeah, and all these books I'm getting just under £15 for them, which will go to one, if not two, more books. I've got quite a bit of space left on my shelves now. I've made a bit more space, and yeah, I'm going to go off and pack these books now. I'll probably watch this video back and be like, that's going nowhere near the internet. But I thought with all the book hauls that I've done recently during lockdown, I thought it was about time that I made some space for the books that I want to keep and for more books that I want to purchase. So getting rid of books that I didn't have any memory of buying, I'd had no intention of reading, or that had been on my bookshelves for longer than a year. I thought I'd just get rid of them. And when I saw the advert for Music Magpie on the television, I thought that's the way to go. So, I've blathered on for long enough. You've probably got things you need to get on with. So, enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to pack these books up now, and that'll be that. Whatever you're doing, I hope you have so much fun doing it. Whatever you're reading, I hope you love it. Stay fabulous, be amazing, be yourself, stay safe, and I'll see you again soon for another video. Bye-bye.